Okay, we're gonna start part 2 of the video, but before we do, just want to let you know that an Italian honey fell off the tree. While I was moving the tree, it fell off. Now normally I would not pick it this early. I would let it ripen a lot more, but there is no latex, so it should be pretty good, although I like them a lot softer than this. So we will continue the fig tour now, and we'll get to this a little bit later on. So this is a very interesting tree because it was supposed to be a Lebanese Becca Valley when I got it, and the figs were very different. They did not look anything like a Lebanese Becca Valley. So I pretty much chopped it right there and there. And what I did is I grafted a Lebanese Becca Valley on top. I believe it's on this side. This is the Lebanese Becca Valley here. And what I did here is I grafted a Bethlehem's Black. Okay? Which I'm not crazy about the Bethlehem's Black, but I will show you the graft. See if I can get in there. It's having a hard time focusing, but that is the graft. You could see the difference in color. And then right over here, I grafted the Lebanese. So this branch here and this branch here, it started with a single piece and they split into two. And I hear a lot of good things about this this fig. I haven't tried it yet. It's going to be the first year. Last year was supposed to be the first year, but something happened to my sprinklers and it did not, it dried up halfway through after it put on so many figs. So this is, they call it like a hardy Chicago type, but it's supposed to be really, really delicious and more prolific. And we'll wait and see. If I see that it is as good as everybody says it is, I will, and I still don't like the Bethlehem's Black like I did when I tasted it last year. I mean, it is good. It's just nothing so super special, but it is a great little fig, the Bethlehem's Black. But I will, I'll either get rid of that whole side and just leave the one trunk, or maybe I'll just graft. I'll probably just get rid of the trunk. I don't think I'm gonna graft. What I'll do is I'll repot this up, straighten it, and turn it into a single trunk tree. Okay, moving on. All right, this is my Malta Black. I definitely want to get around to uppotting this. It needs a bigger pot. It does well in putting on figs. It is another hardy Chicago type fig. Some people say the uniqueness of this fig is it has like a dark cherry flavor. I have tasted it sometimes, but sometimes I didn't taste it. It's supposed to be one of the premium in the hardy Chicago types from all the ones out there. I don't know, some people say the Lebanese Becca Valley is better, and some people say this one is better. But this year I'll probably do a taste comparison, and we'll see. Again, an amazing, delicious fig, Malta Black. Okay, next we got my I-258. Has grown into a very big tree. I did have it in a ground bag in the ground last year, and it did put on quite a bit of figs. I did put it in a pot this year. I don't think it likes the pot too much after being in the ground. If I do keep it in the pot, I'm sure it'll get used to it and everything will be good next year. But this year it didn't seem to put on that many figs yet. There are some on there, but they're quite small. This variety is late, not as late as a Black Madeira, but it is late. Many people compare this to a Black Madeira. It is actually a delicious, absolutely delicious fig. and I love it. Look forward to it every year. Definitely premium, very high-end fig. If you haven't had an I-258, you're totally missing out. I will say I did a taste comparison last year. You can see it if you look through my older videos. I'll try to leave a link down below. And the Black Madeira does still taste a little bit better, but you will get more figs from this tree if you live in a short season like mine. So that's I-258 or Italian 258. Improved Celeste. Oh, fantastic. This thing is very early and the figs are delicious. I've spoken to some fig growers out here that say for them the only figs that they want to have are Improved Celeste, Pastellieri, Ronde de Bordeaux, and we got this Rasti's Persian Unknown variety that is very early as well. I just got one of those last year, so I'm excited to try that. This is De La Senora, which I'm excited to try. From my understanding, there's a lot of De La Senoras out there, so I'm not sure which one this is, but the person that gave me a cutting from this tree did show me some pictures and tell me that it was delicious, and he is a reliable source, so I'll take his word for it. Okay, and let's go over to the other side. Okay, we got our Smith here. Smith, while it is a one heck of a delicious fig that I love very much, it was never very prolific for me. It didn't put on a lot of figs, and I realized that it was too crowded in between all my other figs, and this thing really loves the sun. It needs lots of sun in order to put on figs. Okay, and I know that's the general rule with many fig trees. They love a lot of sun, but this thing is especially sensitive to sun. So if you do have a Smith, make sure it is not surrounded by anything and gets hit by the sun all day long, because when I did move it into full sun, it just started popping figs like crazy. Okay, so that's the trick with that if you have a Smith. So I'm looking forward. I usually have a few. This year, quite a bit more. Looking forward to that. Okay, here's one that I always talk about, Sal's EL. This thing doesn't get the credit that it deserves, because this tree puts on a lot of figs, and they taste like little fig raisins. I mean, they're much bigger than a raisin, much bigger than a grape too, but they solidify, like they dry up on the tree so nicely. It's almost like you're eating dry grapes, but they're so sweet and so delicious. Okay, that's it for part 2. Stay tuned for part 3, where we will taste that Italian honey briba. Please follow my channel, like, and leave comments. Thank you.